Leilani Lerma doing my vlog 3 for my Women in Leisure class about building a stool, doing woodshop for my activity, which is a male-dominated activity. The challenge in this activity, there was a lot. Finding the right measurements, finding the right things online, what I needed, the tools I needed, the type of wood I needed, and what sizes I needed them. It was all too complicated for me to understand. A lot of the internet explains it as if you already know how to build things, which I don't. So that was very hard. Once I figured out the measurements of things I needed, going to the store and buying them all at Home Depot was super challenging for me. Having them all cut in the right measurements was kind of hard. Going to the store, like I said in the last video, getting those weird looks, feeling out of my place, out of my element, where it was just like, I didn't feel, not like I wasn't welcome, but like, it was kind of like, what am I doing? This is like something I'm not supposed to be doing. Once I got home, had all the tools that I borrowed and all the wood, that was even challenging because I wasn't able to know how to use these tools. No one told me like, this is a drill, this is how you charge it, this is how you use it. Oh, this is a hammer, but with this size wood, you're only supposed to use like these size nails. I didn't know any of that. I just thought I hit the nail on the wood and everything would be good, like in the movies, because that's all I see. Stuff like that is through the media and through what they put on TV, and it seemed easy, but not the case. Like you saw in the last video, I was hammering until it got dark and it got cold, and I was just super discouraged. It wasn't fun for me. A part of me was like, why do guys do this as a leisure activity? Why do people do this as a job? This is annoying. It's hard work. And then once I got my tool working, the drill, I felt much better. Like, okay, I'm getting them together. They're starting to like working out kind of stuff. Then I was even more discouraged because when I was halfway through, I stood up my half-built stool and saw that it was wobbly. And I was just like, what am I doing wrong? I have the right measurements. I'm screwing them in the places that the website told me to, and it's still wobbly. So that was even more discouraging. It was really hard for me. I'm sorry, I'm reading the questions. Insight for this, comparative, my insight for like women activities, I always thought like women activities were more like self-improvement, like my hair, my makeup, bettering my home, bettering cooking wise stuff. It was always self-improvement. And for the male dominated activity, it was nothing like that. Like building something, I felt like it was just the complete opposite. A part of me was like, why do guys do this for fun? It was not something I ever really wanted to do again. Would I participate in this activity again? Why or why not? I would do it again if I were with somebody who knew what they were doing. They had the tools, they knew what they were building, and they were kind of like telling me the task I need to do and I could do it. Me just doing it on my own was a mess, but I don't think I'd ever try to build like something like that on my own again. Maybe at that not that level of difficulty. But if I was with somebody who had all the tools and they asked me for help and they gave me instructions on how to do it, I would totally try to help out, do it again. But as far as for me, no. What surprised me? What surprised me was how hard it was. How looking up how to build a stool, how many options I got with different details, and none of them were thorough, not even on Pinterest. And then once I got all the right measurements, I finally am getting it done and it's still wobbly. It was so difficult. It was really surprising for me. I wasn't really surprised with how people reacted to me at the store, because it was kind of strange for me too to see myself do that. So for a stranger to see me with my cart full of wood, it was probably like, what is this girl doing? But yeah, it was really surprising how hard it was. But after I think it was all done, it was very accomplishing. I'm very proud that I actually did it. I would do it. I would try to do it again for this project. I wouldn't just do it for fun, but I would do it again. But yeah, those are all the questions. Thank you for watching. I forgot to add is I'm not putting my finished product in the vlog is because when I was finished with my stool, I put it in my trunk, and sadly I was rear-ended. I was hit by a drunk driver teacher already knows about this, other students don't, but it completely smashed my beautiful stool in my trunk. I will post a picture of my poor car that is sadly totaled, but you can see my stool in the trunk crushed. And it was like part of the saddest thing is like looking at my car after the accident and everything. I'm lucky to like still be here. The drunk driver was going like 130 miles an hour, hence why I missed so much class. But because I was in the hospital and I was just super sore for a long time. But it was very, very sad seeing the stool that I built destroyed along with my car being destroyed. So I'll put that picture at the very end.